My name is Sid Jacobson, and you are?
Ernie, cartoonist.
And we have recently written a book called After 9/11, The War on Terror, describing basically what has taken place since 9/11, 2001, to, at this point, the end of October 2007. And our feeling is that the American public, the American reader, maybe the world reader, hasn't fully understood what has taken place since that terrible day of 9/11, that we call now 9/11, September 11, 2001, till today, that what it has brought forth. Certainly the war on terror, as America has done it, and as the world has accepted it, and what the American public has reacted to, and what the world public has reacted to. So we did our best in culling the information on a chronological way of what has taken place. And our feeling is that the public has forgotten. The public has not really put together what has taken place. And again, in probably in what will be less than 150 pages, we try to recall that for the public. The facts of what happened speak for itself. And I guess in the sense of when we did the 9/11 Commission report, what we tried to do is make accessible what these people tried to say and what we believe they tried to say, and as best as possible, use their own words. Here, we are trying to make accessible what has happened. And there is little doubt in my mind that most people have forgotten what took place. It just is a long grind and, oh, yeah, maybe here. To me, in researching this, it's astounding as to what's happened. And I think that what we've tried to do is present to the public, this is what occurred. Maybe you've forgotten, but this is what took place. These are what these people said. These are what these people did. These are what people reacted to. These are how they did not react to. And that's basically what we've tried to do here.
It's quite possible that we are providing a new way of absorbing news, or being exposed to news, or being exposed to, in our case, recent history. Because what's happening, certainly in our country and in the name of our country, is a constant unrolling of historical events that are very, very important, not only to our present, but to our future in this country. And I think that, yes, that what we're doing with both the 9/11 Commission report and the aftermath is exactly that.
Going from working on comic magazines to this book, to the 9/11 Commission report itself, was a great fulfillment for me. I mean, I went to school as a journalism student. Journalism was where I wanted to go. Somehow I took a left turn, or a right turn, if you would, and got into comics. And while I really enjoyed working in comics, and I think that much of what we did on Richie Rich and Casper and Wendy and all of that and hot stuff was fulfilling. And we found it so with children and parents of children who had lived with this. And it meant so much to us. This is even more so, certainly for me, in imparting, moving into a more adult sphere with what we learned to try to deliver to kids. This has been a fabulous experience for me, and it opened up new horizons, which I'm thrilled to see. Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I think we're both in almost disbelief in the acceptance of of our books as important reading matter in schools. I mean, I guess I had the first potent picture of it is I made an appearance at Creighton University in Nebraska, and the book we were told was selected as required reading for freshman English for the school. And they told us, the faculty told us, that most books that required reading they found were read, perhaps 25% of the students read it. Our book was 75%. And it was a turn-away audience that came to see us speak. And they followed it incredibly, understood it, and I can't tell you the great compliments. Now, here we are at the NCTE conference, and it was standing room only at our speech. And these were the teachers. And the teachers were overwhelming in terms of what the acceptance of this in their classrooms, using it, and how the students were reading it and were acclaiming it. This is beyond our belief and hope.
Incredibly rewarding.
So the fulfillment of this is amazing. I'll repeat what I said at our earlier speech, that isn't it wonderful that our golden years are our golden years? The epilogue of the book was a piece I found of George Petraeus's dissertation at school. And what it said was, what he said was that one never should get involved in a guerrilla war. That this is something one should never do. The prologue was by Cheney, speaking in 1991, at the time that he was attached to the first Bush's administration, or soon afterwards, saying that we had to stop in Iraq during the Gulf War because you don't know what you were going to let loose. And that was the start of it. So these people, who are two of our foremost leaders, in no way followed what they told us. And what they told us was correct. And they themselves have gone against, for whatever reasons, what they promulgated. And to put these together and show at the beginning of a book and at the end of a book of what hell has been let loose.